Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers, talking about PA Cage Fight 20 coming to the Woodlands February 28th. It's a 7 o'clock start. And, boy, very limited seating, but it is packed. This thing is getting bigger and badder. And I'll tell you what, Paul Matreselva, the promoter, you guys are doing a fantastic job. Talk about putting together a fantastic card with 4 pro fights and 10 amateur fights and people just packing the gills there at the Woodlands.
Hey, John, thanks. I appreciate the kind words about PA Cage Fight. You know, it's a brand that we've really built to be known as exclusively Northeast Pennsylvania, Wyoming Valley. I mean, it's the longest-running MMA promotion in Pennsylvania. It's our 20th show. And, you know, I probably say this every show, but this time it's back when we look at the fight card. This is by far the best lineup that we've ever had, you know. 4 title fights, 4 pro fights, 10 amateur fights, high-impact fights. And, you know, we've got Chris Hettes back on the card. Chris is 2-0, and both fights came on PA Cage Fight. PA Cage Fight 18, first-round submission. PA Cage Fight 19, he went for decision. It was, by all means, the fight of the night, you know. Grappling, dominating wrestling, you know, a couple submission attempts. It was an epic fight, and he's back for more.
Well, let's welcome in Chris Hettes right now here on the John Mendola Show. Chris, for you, tell us about your excitement and preparation for PA Cage Fight 20.
Yeah, the excitement for this fight is at an all-time high. I've never been this excited for something to come, something that I've been waiting for, working for. So this is even higher than the last 2. I know Paul did a real good job putting on a real good show at the Woodlands and at the Armory. And by the way he explains what's going to be happening for this one, I just can't wait already.
Chris, you're going to be taking on Cory Sprenkle. Tell us about what you know about him, what type of fighter he is. He trains barbarian combat.
You know, I know they always come tough from Barbarian Fight Club. As far as the fighter himself, he's a debut fighter. This is the first time that I actually have more experience than the guy I'm fighting. So I don't really know too much about him. But I know if he trains there that he's going to be coming to fight. He's going to be coming to take my head off. So that's about all I have so far.
Paul Matreselva, give us the background on this kid that's coming in to take on Chris Hettes.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm glad I'm not Chris. You know, I can't imagine getting locked in the cage with a man that I know nothing about. You know, he's a debut fighter. I'm sure he's coming to fight. Generally speaking, as Chris said, they come tough at a Barbarian Fight Club. The owner of that is Tim Bosch. He's one of the top UFC middleweight fighters. Amazing wrestler, very solid stand-up. And I know that his coach, Cory Sprenkle's coach, is an undefeated pro fighter by the name of Jordan Morales. He's an undefeated 135-pound pro fighter, 3-0, and he's actually also fighting on this PA Cage Fight show. So when I talk to Cory, you know, I just keep in touch with all my fighters about getting their medicals done and everything. Cory said he's at a great camp with Jordan Morales at Barbarian, and he's had no questions. You know, Chris is, you know, very hard to match. People see he's 2-0, and he trains out at Swarsville MMA. You know, all the guys at Swarsville MMA are gamers. So Cory took this fight without hesitation, and so did Chris. So it's going to be a good fight. You know, we really don't know what to expect. Like, Chris isn't exactly training for a wrestler. He's not training for a striker. He's just training for a fighter from what he's telling me. And, you know, he seems like he's always game. He's always ready to go.
Chris Hettes, you mentioned those experiences you had last fight, PA Cage Fight 19. Here you are with your third one now. Tell us about some things that you took out of that last one and what you've been working on in the last couple of months.
The last one was really a realization that I couldn't grapple my way through all my fights coming up, and eventually I had to throw a couple punches. So that was something that went into a lot of work this camp, a lot of stand-up, a lot of striking, a lot of boxing, kickboxing, stuff like that, and a lot of being able to add that to my repertoire. So I could strike, I could go for the takedown, I could set one up with the other, and that was a big part of the entire camp this time.
Chris, how about bringing in your posse of people, your family, your friends, everybody coming to root for you at PA Cage Fight 20?
Yeah, you know, they'll be there, and they'll make it evident that they're there again. Can't say anything more about having some of the best friends and family there for me. They really make it a lot easier walking down that tunnel, getting into the cage, everything like that. Just hearing the people go nuts for you, it definitely helps.
Well, we look forward to seeing you. And again, it is PA Cage Fight 20, February 28th, the Woodlands, 7 o'clock start. promoter Paul Matreselva. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing both of you guys in a couple weeks.
And I have to add, John, while we're on the line, what really gets Chris pumped up is when his entrance music starts. And I'm too much of a man to tell you what it is, but he'll tell you exactly what he comes out to. It's now his signature song.
It's always has been, always will be a tag team whoop. There it is. Just from seeing it in the Mighty Ducks. It was the first song I ever memorized, so it's the first song that ever got me pumped up, and it still does.
The crowd synchronized dances to this while chanting his last name. When Chris Hettes comes out, it's really it's an awesome sight to see that many people screaming the last name Hettes, dancing to Whoop. There it is.
Well, Whoop, here it comes. February 28th, the Woodlands for PA Cage Fight 20. Chris Hettes, look forward to seeing you, and of course, Paul Matreselva, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, John.
All right, we'll see you at PA Cage Fight 20 here at the Woodlands, February 28th on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.